bottom the sound. There we go. All righty.
Hello, boys.
Oh, gosh.
Hello, Connie.
Hi, Miss Connie.
Hello.
See if I can get some of this right here. Let's see here.
All right, Chris, gotta ask.
No. Nobody can read it.
I can't. Can they hear us now?
You can't stop him. That's his tagline. Leave him alone.
That's my tagline, man.
That's
Everybody
his
knows me.
tagline.
Always who ask. Can they hear us now?
That's exactly right. All right, welcome back to Throttle and Iron. The smell of barbecue is in the air.
Aren't you funny?
Yeah, and the chrome is gleaming under the lights. Mike from RydeCulture is in the garage, and GatorMike. Welcome. We're almost there. We only got a couple more minutes, couple more seconds. Maybe I'll just extend this timer for another 3 hours.
Okay.
Keep your phones off, headphones on. It's time to shut up and show off. No, I was kidding. I don't know
Well,
what
that was a
meant.
good tagline there. Shut up and show off. Okay.
Let the good talk roll. We're not just twisting throttles tonight.
I
We're
feel like
turning
we
up
can
the
make
smoke,
something now.
the stories, straight up good vibes. Welcome to the podcast, Bob.
What's up, all you sexy bastards?
What? Oh my
That's
god.
what he said.
What?
I love it, Bob. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my lord!
Holy moly.
All right. All right, next up is Folds of Honor. You know, I at least get one donation from somebody. I mean, I have donated myself, but it's for a good cause. Just scan this QR. It doesn't go to my website. It goes to their website, and that donation goes to help people. All right, U.S. military service members and first responders who have fallen or been disabled while serving. All right, we're almost there.
We love our military on this channel.
Exactly right.
Absolutely.
That's what we do. All right. Your turn is up, Max. I think it's getting close. You know what? Let's skip that screen. Here we go. All right. There you go.
Hello, folks. At Throttle and Iron, we believe that throttles and bottles do not mix. We promote responsible drinking and do not condone drinking and riding in any way, shape, or form. While we may enjoy a drink during the podcast, we do so safely at home with no riding taking place afterwards. Please enjoy responsibly, follow your local laws, and never drink and ride. Ride safe, live free. Having said that, tonight's selection, as I was discussing with GatorMike, is Larceny Barrel Proof 126 proof. This is good stuff. There's a story behind John E. Fitzgerald, which I'll relate to you some other time, but he liked to take nips off the best barrels in the rick house. So Larceny's good stuff. Highly recommended. Right, GatorMike?
Oh yeah. I've had a few old fashions made from that stuff.
Here's to you, brother.
Cheers.
I think, all right. Well, it looks like we got two people.
Go.
I'm drinking
Yeah,
famous-
cheers. I got
famous
Diet
Kirkland.
Coke.
Famous Kirkland.
And it's 120 per. Well, hold on a second. It's a 16.9
Diet Coke, man,
proof.
right there. There you go.
Diet Coke. Hey, I tell you, I can tell you a story, man. I don't think Diet Coke would be in business unless they actually stopped drinking it.
Maybe not.
Did you ever go to a convention and you wonder where all the Diet Coke went? It's probably in a backpack somewhere close to him.
No.
All right. Well, we got some special guests here tonight. We got RydeCulture here, Mike from RydeCulture, and we also got GatorMike from Swamp Sauce, where he makes sauces. We're gonna have them introduce themselves real quick. They've probably done this like 6 or 7 times. Hopefully, their family is sharing and liking this podcast, so we get everybody on there. This podcast was kind of a Thursday kind of thing, so I didn't get the time to really advertise it like I normally do. But I have been trying to push it as much as I can. But anyway, we will rock on. So, RydeCulture, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, sir. So I'm the owner, designer, engineer for RydeCulture, also the janitor, and I am Gator Mike's sous chef when he comes into town. Yep, and yeah, we build all kinds of stuff for Indian motorcycles, and that's
Looks
I've
like
been
you.
in the motorcycle industry for a while.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute, but it looks like you're gonna be looking for a new bike. We might get that story. Anyway, all right, Gator Mike, who are you?
I'm GatorMike from Jacksonville, Florida, and I am basically a motorcycle loving idiot who happens to own a sauce and seasoning company, and amongst other things. But I'm Mike's Tinder profile picture. So whenever you go to RydeCulture, you'll see this beautiful face. Other than that, yeah, I make sauces and seasonings that are clean, good ingredients, and we just broke into the motorcycle world with sauces for your bike.
Nice, that's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, you pull up to a barbecue place, hey, give me some brisket, and then you go to your bike, get out of the lift the lid up, and bring out Mike's sauce out, and go to the table. I am I love barbecue, man. I'll tell you, I can just eat it up. It's crazy. But anyway, let's start with Mike first. I didn't realize, we had last night. We had a little conversation, and it lasted pretty long. And I didn't realize, back 6 months ago, I got my custom Dynamics lights for my saddlebags when I got my bike, and they cost about $100 or $200, whatever it is. And I got the smoke ones, and then this other company came out with some that had I liked them because they had come in a little swoop and then go down on the basket. I mean on the side of the saddlebag, and I was like, man, I wish I knew who that company was. Is RydeCulture. I didn't have no clue who he was. Then I met Riding Fish, and the next thing I know, I see you on his video, and I see him having the tail lights. So I think that's your my most popular to me is them lights, because a lot of people invest money in them saddlebag lights. So what all do you do, and what is RydeCulture? How's that?
Oh, all right. So, RydeCulture is specifically for Indian motorcycles. I only work on Indian motorcycles, and that's what the brand is. That's specifically for the brand. If I ever make any other parts, it will for somebody else. It will not be called RydeCulture. The brand belongs to Indian and the Indian riders. That's just my point of view, and I own it, so that's the way it's going to be. Damn it.
Right on.
I love that.
It's RydeCulture has always been like a dream of mine. It started out as a college project, and I did a whole bunch of research on what exactly I should be doing. It started out as like an internet social platform, and then I was like, I'm never going to beat Facebook or Instagram, so forget that. And I was good at building parts, so I started to figure out, I'm going to build parts. I want to do it with Indian motorcycle, and I set out a long goal, right? So I literally quit med school and said, I'm going to go join the Army, because that's the best way I can get leadership skills and push business intellect into me, and then got a business degree, and then also started working for Polaris as a technical curriculum developer down the line. And just so happened, Polaris buys Indian motorcycle, and I was there for that.
Awesome.
Wow.
So that's why I have a lot of inside scoop stuff on what's going to happen and what's going to go on with Indian motorcycle moving forward, and then meet a whole bunch of friends that are in the motorcycle industry, and all of a sudden, we meet GatorMike, Riding Fish, Bob from BC Customs, Davidson Audio, the guys at Lawless Garage, TNA, and like Lloyd's up the street from me now. So I mean, that's where it's all at. Everything revolves around building things for Indian motorcycles, not just lighting, but also comfort items, foot pegs, and things like that. We've designed some other items as well, and we're trying to bring all of our manufacturing right here to the United States. It costs a little bit more,
cool.
but that's think American products for American bikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Mike, the names of your products are really interesting. How do you come up with those?
I name them after people.
Okay, go
Name them
ahead.
after people. So the Bryant M1 lights. My business partner for the business is George Bryant. He does not like to ride motorcycles, but he's getting into it. He's not. I'm going to get him to crack 45 miles per hour at some point in his life.
Oh,
But-
Wow.
I like that guy already.
Yeah, but he believed in me, and he watched me work on this project for like 15 years. Like he's known me for 15 years, and he became a success in the analytics world. He used to own analytics company, and then he was like, all right, you know what, I want to throw in some money. You drug it along and pushed and threw everything you had in it. Now here's some help. So we worked together, and yeah, that's why the first hit product was Bryant M1 lights, and then the other ones, the comfort items, right? The floorboards, the foot pegs, and the adjustable foot peg mounts. Those are Charles Chapa foot pegs, and he was a mentor of mine from the Army.
Okay.
The Army, the Army's really interesting. One, there's a job for everybody, but there's this guy. His name is Charles Chapa. He was a major, turned into lieutenant colonel. He was a mentor of mine, and he never had a kid of his own, and so I named some parts from him in his name so that his legacy could keep moving forward.
Cool.
And again,
That's excellent.
He's an inspiration of mine. He's pulled me out of some dark places, and his name needs to go on. So now,
cool.
if you buy him,
yeah, very cool.
you're helping him out.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of your parts right here, and if you look at his name, there's a QR code. If you scan that with your phone, or if you're on your TV, or if you're on your cell phone, I don't know how it works. Maybe you take a screenshot and you can just click on that little square, and it'll take you to the website. But it is RydeCulture.com. I'll put it in the actual chat here, and it's Ride with a Y, not an I, which is pretty cool. I like the name. And I'll put you straight into the shop. You guys see me looking to the left or whatever it is on your screen. It's because I'm looking at the comments and all that good stuff. So, but anyway, that's his website going into the chat right now. You guys can check it out. He's got tons of partners and friends. I mean, he's got Davis Audio in there. He's got GatorMike's detailing stuff, and also the foot pegs, the lights, everything on there. He's got a lot of, carbon fiber parts for Indians, which is freaking awesome. Make your bike lighter, make it faster, that kind of good stuff. I'll tell you what, it's a good time to get into Indian motorcycles, because I just watched a video just a couple of days ago where a guy was, United States, and they had all these Harley Davidson dealerships that were there 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and he was going by the years, and Harley is shrinking, dealerships.
Yes.
Indian is growing, and they're looking at Indian growing right now. They're looking at 2015 to 2020, not 2015, but 20 to 2030 to 2050, that they would catch up with Harley Davidson, at the rate they are right now, but Harley Davidson's still shrinking, so it could be a lot faster. So I think that's great. There's going to be more Indian motorcycles on the road. I mean, there's going to be more opportunities for customers, and I think this is a great time to get into Indian. I mean, when I first got my bike 3 years ago, I was like, man, there's no aftermarket parts.
That's true. You
Yeah,
did say that.
the Chief just came out, and that's one of the reasons also. But there's not. And the more we get out there, and the more people are, upgrading their bikes to different parts. I know Indian gives out a pretty good bike already. You don't really have to upgrade if you want to, but you don't want to have the same bike your neighbor has. You want something different, and that's where you guys come in, and that's where the carbon fiber, the foot pegs, all that kind of stuff, the lights come in, and
The
everything
meat
else.
hook highway bars.
Those
are kind of cool.
Yep. So, my wife's looking at your website
Yeah,
for the
I
first
am.
time.
Yeah, if you don't mind impaling yourself, meat hooks.
Hey, these are pretty. These are pretty cool.
Mhm.
These are very cool.
But the thing is though is this, and it's real simple. Come on, like Harley has had a how many 100-year start on this iteration of Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Indian has been around, and it's 1901, and yes, we are the oldest brand by a year, but it's not continuous the way Harley has been.
Mm-hmm.
The Harley's part book is 3 phone books deep, and I mean 3 phone books deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Indian gets more and more people. Who's ringing? More and more people are getting into Indian parts, and that's where people like Mike and RydeCulture comes in, and dealerships who carry his stuff, like down in Memphis at that Indian dealer, and out at Pikes Peak Indian, and people who are doing the customization are using his parts. So, yes, I know that because of Fish. You can thank Fish for that plug. But it's great, and it's expanding. So, yeah, people who said just 5 years ago, I'm not going to buy an Indian. They don't have any aftermarket stuff. Oh, yeah, we're not 3 phone books deep, but we're at least phone book deep.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting there, slowly but surely.
I love
Yeah,
all the
we've
carbon
got
fiber
parts.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I say, TNA by far has the best quality carbon fiber on the market. If you compare other ones that are trying to emulate or whatever, and you look at TNA carbon fiber, the king of the baggers, all the Indian factory racers, they run TNA parts. Mike's bike survived a crash. His factory bags crumbled, but I didn't mean to jump ahead. But his lids and his front fairing, his front fender, were unscathed. I mean, they might have had a little scratch in them, but the bags. I've seen the bags. The bags are in like 2-3 pieces, but the TNA carbon fiber is crash proof pretty much. I run it on my bike. I've got the front fender, the bag lids. I got a rear fender coming, but not only does it lighten it up, but it also strengthens it, and it's good quality stuff. And as far as RydeCulture goes, I don't mean to jump in here, Mike, but I got to tell you, I'm passionate about
it.
But if you look at the bag lights that are on that other websites will sell, they don't have the quality that RydeCulture has. RydeCulture is steeped in quality as well as the Indian brand. So it's a good quality product I feel it's at a reasonable price. And a lot more's coming, especially with the new models coming out. There's going to be a lot more options for, accessory wise. And I do agree with Max about, Indian I come from Harley. I still own a Harley, but it's an old Harley. But that's what got me was the aftermarket didn't get into it, but we are hands over fist performance and what you get for an Indian out the box. The performance, the handling is a lot better. I come off of a 05 Road Glide. I'm sorry, Ultra Classic. I come off of an Ultra Classic and was looking at I was looking at the Challenger. I was kind of up in the air about getting it because of, Harley does have a long-standing name, but getting into the um, they one of my friends says every Harley dealership's right next to the highway because that's the way they can get the bikes off the road.
We're Harley friendly, by the way. I just want to let you guys know.
Oh,
Yes,
having
it's
fun.
all in good
It's all
fun,
good
Harley
fun.
guys.
All in fun.
Don't get me. Like I said, I love my Ultra Classic, but for some reason, like when I traded my Ultra Classic, again, funny story is I had a voltage regulator problem. I was down south and I was visiting a motorcycle friend of mine, and my voltage regulator basically caught on fire. And so it was right in front of an Indian dealership. So I kind of rolled it into the Indian dealership, and I was looking, and I seen this 2020 Challenger Limited, and I was like, it was the color that I love. It had everything on it, and I got to look at it. And then whenever I rode it, I was like, it rides like a sport bike for being almost 900 pounds. It handles like a sport bike, and first thing I tell everybody is you're going to crack the ECU. You're going to get the tune. I suggest, there's a lot of guys out there that are doing the tune, but I went with the Godfather, which was Lloyd's, because Lloyd has a reputation with his name. And so I rode my motorcycle from Jacksonville, Florida to Sturgis, South Dakota to have my ECU tuned. And then I got there. This is when Lloyd's partnered with Sawicki and got the 2-in-1. And the ride up there was slow, but the ride back was quite exhilarating.
Spirited, so to speak. Oh, and that closed course road to Mexico. Yeah, we all know that road.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on it. Go ahead, Max.
No, go ahead, Mike. GatorMike. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say anything. Go ahead.
No, I was once I got it. I rode up there with two of my friends who both ride Harleys, and we were on this road in Mexico. I think it was called Highway 90, and I said I'm going to see what this thing will do. So I did just a 6-gear roll, and it was still eating. I looked down. The speedometer was like 145. No lie. And the voice of God came through my head, says either you're going to jail or you're going to die. And I let go of the throttle, and it took my guy 6 miles to catch up to me. So it'll fly.
So you're talking about that Lloyd's tune. I was just having a conversation with my wife this afternoon about how at some point I may tune the bike and look at doing some upgrades to it. And she says, well, why do you need to do that? And I said, a lot of people want a Corvette. You don't really need it. A lot of people want a sport bike with 200 horsepower. You don't really need it. I said, I just want it. So at some point, I'm probably going to look into doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah. No, we all know Les's proclivity for speed. But like I said, all those things come at a cost. Now, Lloyd's is quite reasonable, but again, you're looking for 150, which the 112 has the possibility of doing once it's cracked. But again, you have to weigh those balances. Horsepower and torque versus rideability and engine life. You got to find that happy balance, because it doesn't do you any good to get 150, blow up your engine in a year. What good is that? So you always got to balance that out. Now, while we're talking about Indians, let's get this out in the open real quick. We already talked about Les's new bike. Chris, make your announcement. Do it.
Do what?
Do it. Do it.
Hey, ladies and
gentlemen. Tell him the old man was right in the first place.
Is everybody wondering what was the King of the Baggers race today, the final? Anybody know? Just kidding.
That's not it.
That's called deflecting.
Yeah, it's deflecting. I did get a new bike. It's a 2025 Unicorn Pursuit, and I called it Salt and Pepper. Yeah. So it's a beautiful bike. I had to go almost 300 miles to go get it.
It was a long way.
It was a long way. But
Elkhart.
Elkhart, Indian, and that is a fabulous dealership, by the way. I just want to let everybody know. And right there she is.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Beautiful.
She sparkles.
she sparkles. My wife likes it.
Jeez.
That's all that matters, right?
Tell Fish he doesn't have the only white bike in town anymore.
Well, his has got the red. I mean, I wanted to make sure I didn't get anything that was exactly like his, but he's got the red and all that kind of stuff. He's got a beautiful bike also, but his is more souped up, and it does the wheelies, in first, second, and third and fourth gear, I think. But it's a powerful bike. Yeah. But
it is a powerful bike in its own right. And like I said, let's just talk about horsepower. Someday you're going to get the bug too. I will tell you the one thing, the secret that I've heard from Lloyd's and people who's gotten their bikes tuned over and over and over and over again. Go get your bike tuned. Lloyd's does it better than anybody else around. Mm-hmm. But along with that tune, he's going to tell you 2-in-1 pipe will make it run better. Kiss your dual system goodbye, because you ain't going to keep it. Not if he does it too.
Let's see. The question isn't.
Back me up here, RydeCulture. Tell me something.
Yeah, so 2-in-1 pipe is definitely better because of the vacuum pressures that are in the exhaust and the scavenging of one exhaust pipe from the other exhaust pipe, and it just makes everything flow better, and you can suck more air in and get that squeeze a little bit tighter.
I know Tab Performance was. I watched a video today. They were testing one for the new one, the 112. I guess they're getting ready to release it, so that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But anyway, so we go to your website, right? You also got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got all that kind of stuff. You got any events coming in the fall? You got anything going on?
Oh man, we're gonna be we're gonna be at Lloyd's, just what we usually are every year at Sturgis at the Buffalo Chip. We don't have anything completely planned as of yet towards the fall. We are going to try to make, if things happen the way we want to, we're going to try to make Biketoberfest and make that happen. But other than that, we don't have really too many plans, because had a couple of speed bumps here and there in business wise. Had a first thing in the season up here at Donnie Smith, I had a little bit of a wreck, and lost my bike. So, and that had all the stuff on it. That was pretty much all our friends had a piece of that bike. The carbon fiber, Lloyd's tune, the pipes.
Was that the one that got hit by the U-Haul truck? I mean, trailer and stuff.
Yeah. That was the bike that was in the trailer, and it got hit. Funny thing, right? Like the carbon fiber, my forks bent. Wow. Right, but the carbon did not explode.
Yeah, because it usually explodes. Yeah,
it did not. Like it had scratches on it, but it did not explode.
Wow.
How did that? I mean, can you talk about it, or is it still in the?
No, go ahead. What was that?
Well, how did it happen? What happened?
Oh, we were. It was the end of the show. Everybody was loading out. We helped Indy and St. Paul load their stuff out. I was in line. I was the very first vehicle in line at a stoplight, just coming out of underneath the St. Paul River Center, and a green light all day. I was making that left, and a person that wasn't paying attention just blew through the light, and I gassed it real quick, or else I would have been T-boned, and just hit the trailer, ripped the trailer off of my hitch. Like, it sheared my hitch off and pulled the tow package from my truck. Like, she didn't stop. Like, there was no brakes. It was just smashing into my bike. My bike did like the little pinball inside of the trailer. Wrecked a bunch of stuff, and also the bike as well.
Got totaled.
Yep.
Yeah,
got
was it
totally-
totaled?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's completely totaled.
Okay.
Everything was tweaked on it, and
Hmm.
but
Well, it's like
luckily,
the old saying goes: bikes could be replaced, trailers could be
Right.
replaced, hitches could be replaced. You can't. So
Yeah,
I keep
that's
that in
true.
mind, even coming from my
Yeah.
wreck. I keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It would have been a much serious wreck if she would have T-boned you too. So it's a good
Yeah.
thing she hit the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but Law Tigers, man, Law Tigers took care of the situation like that. They were on the
They
ball.
were on it.
They're on it. I didn't, because I'm a busy dude, right? Like I've got a lot of
Right.
things going on. So I got a full-time job. I do the RydeCulture stuff. Own a construction company, and I'm still in the military. I'm in the reserves. You know, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm like Mike. Like if stuff's not happening, you know, I'm not. Something's wrong. So, but yeah, Law Tigers took care of everything.
That's nice.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
I guess we can move on to. Do you have anything else you want to talk about or anything? Are you good?
I'm good right now.
Okay.
Whatever you guys want to talk about.
All right. So let's introduce Gator here. And how did you get to know this guy down here, this character down here? Because he seems like he's got tons of stuff going on. How did you meet?
We both swiped right on on Tinder at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Same time.
Oh my gosh.
No, just joking. Actually, it's a funny story. So I found out they were coming down to Daytona Bike Week, and I was watching. I've got 12 hours at work, and if everything's going good, I got time to kind of look on YouTube or whatever to occupy the time. And I found Riding Fish and watched his videos and all that. And he was talking about they're coming down. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey, man, how many of y'all are coming down? I'd like to meet you in person. I'm GatorMike. Told him what I did. And then I said, you know, I'd like to cook for y'all. You know, come up, we'll hang out. And he was a little, you know, I get it. He was a little apprehensive about, you know, who's this new dude inviting me to his house, gonna, you know, cook for us and all that. And he was like, you know, I'll be kind of busy, whatever. So I was like, usually 1 day or 2 days, I'll go down to Daytona. Nothing's wrong with Bike Week, but it's kind of like if you live by the beach, the last place you want to go is to the beach. And so Daytona Bike Week's kind of the same for me. So I rode down, and then I seen Mike from RydeCulture, but I actually found out about RydeCulture before they released the parts when they were at up in Sturgis. They were right outside of Lloyd's. Lloyd's, they had a tent set up and everything, and I was talking to one of the guys that was representing RydeCulture, and he was showing me the parts. I was like, man, that'd be great. You know, when can I buy them? And he's like, well, they're not. We're just kind of previewing them. They're not ready. They're not ready for sale yet. So I was like, all right, and found out he was going to be in Daytona. So rode down to Daytona, and then rolled up to Mike, said, I want your bag lights, and started talking to him. I think I messaged you before I went or after we met in person. I don't really remember exactly,
before,
but
yeah, it was before we
yeah.
went, because you told me you were coming down.
Yeah. So I came down, and then we just hit it off. You ever heard of that saying, like fast friends? We hit it off in person. We talked. You know, we had a lot of commonalities, a lot of similarities, and while he was they had the lights put on my bike. They invited me to go on their IMRG ride the next day. And so I was like, okay. So I rode back down, did the ride with them, and we just hung out, and then got back. You know, we kind of message each other, you know, maybe once a month or something like that. And then Mike came up to me. I was like, hey, I'm going to do it. We're thinking about doing a RydeCulture end of the riding season, kind of like a closeout. We're going to do a bike night. Would you be interested in coming up and cooking? I was like, yeah, I'm game. I'm always down for a good time, man. So yeah, I ended up riding up. I was going to ride up on a motorcycle, ended up having to have emergency oral surgery a couple days before. So my wife was like, I really don't want you to ride and after you just had surgery on your mouth. And so I ended up trailering it and it came up there and we just, man, we hit it off, had a good time. And Mike's one of the guys that I'd go through hell with a water hose for him, fish, all of them. They're just stand-up guys. And we just developed it and, asked him how could I help advance his brand. And we had a couple meetings. And so that's how we do. So we're trying to get the brand to move from the website down into the dealerships and the whole southeastern United States. And so that's what we do. But other than that, man, I'm just, some guy that just likes to cook. Was fortunate enough to have a successful barbecue sauce that people liked. And now it's branched off to where I'm in roughly 25 stores down here in the Southeast. And so it does pretty good. But more than anything, I just like to hang out and ride and cook. I know my limitations. I'm not as smart as Mike is, but I do know I know everybody's got to eat, right? So I think we were talking yesterday.
Yeah.
Most people have like a shop truck or a shop dog. Mike and them have a shop chef. So when we go up there, I always make sure that they're fed. And
we appreciate GatorMike so much, and he's got cleaning products now too, and they're Bob tested and approved. So we use it.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing is we were talking. I was always like, how could I get, if you think about it, I've got a bunch of friends that are in the motorcycle industry as far as products, and I was like, man, barbecue sauce and bikes, they kind of don't go together. Barbecue, bikes, beer, bourbon, that all kind of works together, but how do you get into it? And I was always under the, I've always wanted to develop a cleaning product that was just specifically for motorcycles that would handle the grime, the road salt, the tar, the bugs, something that was safe enough to use on every paint format that's out there, whether it's your gloss or your matte. And so I ended up meeting a manufacturer that does that, and they will they'll sit down with you with their scientists and formulate a product. And we ended up developing a product that's pH neutral, that it's not a wash and wax. It's just a pink soap. It's just for washing your bike. You can use it if you wanted to do like clay barring or anything like that. It'll knock all your grime off. You can put it in a foam cannon, or if you don't have a foam cannon, you could put it in a bucket, and it's a high foam. It cleans with minimal scrubbing. If you go on I think Mike's got it on his Instagram, but my Instagram, we've got a funny video of the last time we did it. We washed old Sapphire with it, and then I came out with a quick detail or something, because everybody who goes to a bike night or whatever, you ride your motorcycle a little bit, but you clean it a lot. And so we developed a quick detailer that will, it'll clean your bike. It cleans your plastic, your chrome, your vinyl. We were curious to see how it did on matte bikes, on a matte finish. And actually, Kev, who has Black Candy, he owns, I think he secretly has like stock in Indian, and I think he's got like 5 different Challengers. Is that right, Mike? He's got a bunch.
He just keeps buying bikes.
Yeah, he is. I want to be like Kev when
the Folds of Honor bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he hit the lottery or something? Where's his money coming from?
Well, I wish he would have told me that he was gonna like bid for the bike, because then we wouldn't have taken it down to the auction. It would just been like, just come pick it up at the shop.
Yeah, Kev's got a good heart, but he rode from when he found out I was going to be at RydeCulture. He was coming anyway. I messaged him, but he rode his he's got a Challenger that's matte black, and he rode it from Wisconsin to where Mike's at, and he rode through rain and everything, so his bike looked like he just rode down a limestone dirt road or something like that. And I looked at him, I said, "Hey man," I said, "Hey, I'm about to mess your bike up." And he's like, "What?" I said, I'm gonna hit it with the quick detailer." He's like, "Go for it." And believe it or not, it cleaned it up quite nice. It puts a shine on your bike like you just washed it. So, but the cool thing about the quick detailer is it doesn't leave. I've noticed a lot of quick detailers are out there that if you spray it on, let it haze, buff it off, sometimes it leaves like an oily finish or whatever, or you can transfer fingerprints. This stuff's formulated to where you can literally spray it on your bike, wipe it off, and then you can take your fingers across it and it won't leave any fingerprints or anything. So
Chris,
I got the. I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, go ahead, Les.
I got a great idea.
What's that?
You get one of each of all of GatorMike's detailing products, and you can try them out on my bike. It'd be perfect.
No, that's okay.
Come on.
Yeah, you were good. I'll try that on my own bike. No, I'm kidding. I'll share. Yeah. I'll look at this and we'll look in it. Right here is GatorMike stuff, and this is actually RydeCulture's website. You can get all this stuff right there. You got the GatorMike's complete cleaning kit. You got the GatorMike Swamp Shine Quick Detailer, and you got the GatorMike Swamp Shrine and pink soap, which is cool.
And that pink soap, though, see, I'm used to like cleaning cars, and normally you'd have to use a lot. Like, I literally poured an entire bottle in the foam cannon.
Oh my goodness!
Holy cow!
Just a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Wow.
He poured a bottle. Yeah, we were up there and we were shooting that video, and he poured a whole bottle. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm filling a foam can." I was like, "You only need like 1 ounce for 10 ounces of water." Though it's ultra concentrated, but it does a good job. But yeah. So the way the GatorMikes came about, I'm GatorMike, and the products that we had was the barbecue sauce. And I was telling Chris, I guess last night, about how the name came about. And I used to mentor youth a lot, and I took them to this camp up in Tazewell, Tennessee, and it's right there on the border of Kentucky and Virginia. So you figure a big SEC rivalry with Virginia and Kentucky and then Tennessee. So I made sure that I brought every bit of my Florida Gator wear so that I would stand out, just kind of like a silent jab. And they had believe it or not, a water issue that I was able to remedy. But they were asking, "Hey, we need that mic guy. We need that mic guy." And I was like, they were like, "There's like 10 mics here. Which mic do you need?" They're like, "The GatorMike. We need the GatorMike." So that's how the name stuck. So I've been GatorMike for, golly, 15 years now. And so I don't want to get into, I guess, copyright or trademark infringements, but where Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, where the Florida Gators play, is called the Swamp. So I figured, GatorMike's Swamp Sauce. So we were looking at how to name the barbecue sauce, how to make the line. So that's how it came about. So all the sauces are swamp sauces, and they have different, like I have a sweet and spicy, I have the original. But then I was like, well, I'm GatorMike. My business is GatorMike. So what about Swamp Shine? And so that's how we came up with the name for the detailing products. So,
gotcha. All right, folks, I got to do
in a nutshell.
Let me break in here for a second, do a call out. All right, we got 14, 15 people working here. Watching. Okay, I only see 4 likes. Okay, come on, let's get them likes going. Start sharing this. We got any questions for these two? Put them in the comments. I will star them, and we'll get to them at the very end. We got some comments going. It's great. But we got any questions? Let us know. Looks like I have the floorboards on my 18 Chieftain, and I recommend them. So somebody's got your floorboards. It's cool. Nice. That's Brian Moore. and he's the regional
Nice.
IMRG president.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so he's a great guy. He's got elite 2025. He's got the elite actually. So he's got a nice one.
IMRG has been great for us. That I wouldn't be able to do as much as that RydeCulture's done in a very short amount of time without everybody that's been helping out.
Yeah.
And pushing us out. Lloyd, Riding Fish, Bob, GatorMike, like Kevin, everybody, Angelo, like all those folks. I'm more than thankful for all these guys that have stepped into my life and just like to hang out and just keep pushing me forward, because it's not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not. The other thing is that IMRG. We wouldn't be all together actually if we didn't have IMRG. I wouldn't known Max. I wouldn't known Les. I wouldn't known Josh. I wouldn't known all these people. I wouldn't know Brian. I mean, I hung out with Brian a couple times in Cleveland. I haven't met Chris yet, but and then the other guys. But eventually, I know I will. And that's the other thing about motorcycle and IMRG. If I didn't meet, if I didn't look at Indian motorcycle, I wouldn't look at a Challenger. I wouldn't look at this. I wouldn't look at that. But like Riding Fish, I started watching his videos, and this chain reaction of this person he knows, and now I get to know them, and I get to know them. Once you meet these guys, you'll have more friends than you ever thought. And sometimes you run out of time. It's a family. And you run out of time that you can't share yourself so much. And it's got to be hard for you, Mike. You're running a business and stuff like that, having so many connections. Well, actually, it's probably good, but somebody texting you every 5 minutes, like, hey, you got this, here's an idea, that kind of stuff. I can see the more, you're probably more centralized nucleus than most people.
I literally run everything through like IMRGs. And like if I have a new design, guess who gets to see it first? It's the IMRG, like this close group, or the regional guys. I just shoot it out there. Hey guys, what do you think about this? Or I have renditions, kind of like I did with you guys in the beginning of this. It's like, hey, let's have a closed group and show you some things and let me know what you think.
GatorMike, a lot of people are asking, and I can put it in the chat. I think there's a chat on your screen too. Do you want to put your how can they order it? They want to know how to order your sauce.
So you can either Mike from you can go to the RydeCulture website, or best thing is just shoot me a message either on Facebook or Instagram, and then I'm pretty responsive. That's the best way to do it. It's just GatorMike's. Just look for the logo, and that's the best way. We're working on a website now. We just got a couple design issues we're trying to work through, but yeah, then we'll have all the products. I'll have my products. I'll have RydeCulture. I'll have TNA. I'll have Lawless. I'll have anybody that's that's in the inner workings, that they'll have a direct link from my website to theirs. But right now, shoot me a message. Just shoot me a message, and I'll get back with you within an hour or so, and we'll work it out.
Yeah. So
it'll be on the RydeCulture website by tomorrow afternoon, because my phone blew up and I got a new phone and I can't authenticate myself now for some reason. So and I couldn't upload it before this call.
Gotcha. Anyway, there's a QR. You know what?
QR.
I can't speak now. I'm tongue tied now. You know what? I'm just gonna go to Facebook. I want to get the link so everybody can have it in the chat and get that thing taken care of.
You're
real quick.
salivating over the thought of the barbecue.
That's
sauce.
what it is, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. Whenever we go out to eat, there's a local barbecue place, and Chris is like, let's go there. So, I want to get that giant baked potato with a bunch of barbecue on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Or brisket.
Are y'all mostly a red sauce or a mustard based sauce, or indifferent? What's y'all's preference?
My wife likes the mustard, kind
I
of
like
North
the
Carolina.
mustard.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I like
Carolina Gold.
the sweet and
This
hot.
is this is what started this whole debacle right here. This is the original.
Oh
Um,
wow.
Cool thing about this is it has zero sugar. It's low in sodium, and it only has 15 calories, and it's as clean as it gets. But it's got everything you want. The mustard. It's got. I source premium ingredients for everything. All
Mhm.
my sauces are relatively clean. And my spice blends that I use, my rubs, they're all sourced the same ingredients that you get in my sauces are the same spices that you'll have in my rubs. Um, I'm more over quality than quantity. I still run small batch, but the the original, like my swamp sauce, the original, my mustard, I put it on every. It's literally says on the side of the bottle, it's good on everything. It's because it is. Um, I'm from scrambled eggs to rice to you make a pot roast and use it just to dip it in.
Oh, wow.
You name it. I had a guy one time. I was in Tennessee. This is kind of chasing a rabbit, but when I first got started, I was making this just small batches and everything like that before we scaled up into to basically having co-packers and having it all through the FDA because the government wants their cut regardless. But
Mhm.
Of
he
course.
was like, he was like, oh, so it's good on everything. So he dipped a chocolate brownie into the my original, and he's like, I can really taste the chocolate. It's something that it complements anything that you put it on. It's crazy. But
Well,
if you like a good mustard based sauce, that's I would definitely recommend the original.
Chick-fil-A will be different. Like, honestly, Chick-fil-A.
Hey Gator, it's
Try
good
it.
that you've got clean sauces because my wife does keto and she's really into stuff that's clean. Um,
Yes.
I make a pretty mean barbecue sauce myself, if I do say so. But I'm more interested in your spices. Tell me a little bit about those because that's what I'm interested in.
I got you. Well, we have one called Mud Rub, which is like an
Hmm.
all-purpose. It's pretty much it. This is your goat for your season. Is if you get this, you'll put it on everything. People put it
Beef,
on
pork, chicken.
salads, beef, pork,
Yeah,
chicken, seafood. If you take this right here, it make if you like fish tacos or whatever. This is the thing to if you're
Mm.
gonna make fish tacos. This is what you want to do. Um,
sure.
there you go. There's the label. But this is the
Okay.
mud rub. It's got I use a flake sea salt. I use the turbinado sugar, which is this does have a little bit of sugar in it, but it's a raw
Right.
sugar. It's unrefined. Um, but it just accentuates everything you put it on. For your if you're your steak guy, beef pork, like big cuts of beef, big stuff, you want to use this. This is the chopper time. And
Okay.
if you're familiar with Montreal steak seasoning,
Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
this is the Bentley of Montreal steak seasonings. It's got dehydrated lemon in it. It's got thyme. It's got coriander. It's got your mustard. I use a coarse sea salt in it as well. Obviously, the thyme is spelled Thyme, so it does have some ground thyme in it. But it's more for your bigger cuts, your briskets, your chuck steaks. You put that on your chuck roast if you're going to make like a roast or whatever. Throw that
Right.
on it. Um, those are good, but they're all clean. I don't use any fillers. I don't use any MSG. No rice hulls. No sawdust. Nothing that if you look at the ingredients on my label compared to someone next to it, you'll see all these scientific names that you can't pronounce.
Ain't that the truth?
Everything I have is relatively. I mean, is as clean as it gets. It's all blended spices. There's no. I don't see no need for fillers. I want to sell, like I said, going back to quality over quantity. I would rather sell you a quality product that you're gonna love, um, as opposed to something everybody's going to buy something once.
Right.
The secret is having somebody buy it again and again.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm hungry. All of this barbecue talk's got me hungry. So,
Well, I'll tell you what.
Hey.
I mean, if you look at motorcycles, I mean, you ride to eat.
We
right?
ride to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty
Yeah.
So
Hey, Gator, if you've watched the show a little bit, you know we're trying to put together a box for this 1,000th subscriber and everything we got.
yep.
Why don't you send us a sauce or a rub or two to put in that box? You know,
Tell you
just a little something, just for them to whet their appetite.
Tell you what, how about I do this? I'll just go ahead and say it. You got your 1,000th subscriber. I'll go ahead and send you a sweet and spicy, which is this one. This is my Kansas City style. Sweet and
Right.
spicy. I'll send you an original. I'll send you a chopper time. I'll send you a mud rub, and I'll even throw in a pink soap and a quick detail.
Oh my gosh.
wow.
Holy
dude.
Wonderful.
I
Dang.
want this box.
Well, guess what, folks? You've heard it first. You've heard BC Customs. You've heard Gator Mike. That box is filling up. So you guys need to tell your friends, your family,
Yep.
your acquaintances, and everybody else to get on here and subscribe so we can get who's going to be that lucky 1,000th subscriber.
Me.
Like, share, subscribe. No, you can't win.
Yeah, I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
No, we'll throw.
You can't win.
RydeCulture will throw our entire suite in there for that box.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Nice.
My gosh.
Huzzah.
I'll tell you what, we got a lot of things planned. I mean, we'll have you guys back on in the winter because we have a winter series because we can't ride bikes. So it's called Winter Therapy Series, and it lasts I think it's 4 months, all the way to November to already to all the way to March. I don't know why I can't talk tonight. It's crazy. Anyway,
wow.
but I think I had too much caffeine.
Yeah, you probably did.
My dog woke me up like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got off the web with him around 11:30 last night. My dog woke me up around 3:30. I couldn't go to sleep. I've only had like 3 hours of sleep. That's probably what it is. And I had to work 16 hours a day. So it's been crazy. But either way, what's good about this podcast, we bring people together, and we become friends, and I can't wait till we meet up one day and we're going to hang out and that kind of stuff. It's going to be great.
Better be barbecue there. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Hey, Chris,
Oh, yeah,
there's
there will
part
be.
of- yeah. Hey, so Chris, part of the winter therapy should be a trip to Florida for a big barbecue. That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds
Yeah.
perfect,
Come
Les.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I've just found out about these closed seasons that y'all ride. Y'all have these closed seasons down in Florida. We have rainy season and riding season. That's the only two seasons we have.
Now,
So
Wow.
how many times?
No, you got
can
sweltering
subscribe?
season down there. The humidity down there is worse than it is up here.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty miserable. It's right now we've got what's called it rains in the afternoon long enough to get everything steamy, and then it goes from 90 degrees to 90% humidity to 100 degrees with 1,000% humidity, and you just walk outside and steam yourself. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah, come on down, man.
I love Florida, actually. I like Myrtle Beach too, though. I hate to say it. It's pretty damn close. Myrtle Beach was pretty nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it. I could actually walk on the beach instead of sinking in the sand.
We forgot that, actually, we kind of discussed it a little bit. We're all Indian riders pretty much here. All right. But we're not, against Harley Davidson. I really like Harley Davidson. I was I had on my way to Elkhart, and I don't know how, I think the phone's bugged or something like that. I had 2 Harley dealerships call me on the day of, I know they must have been, and said, "Hey man, I understand you have a Challenger, and we're trading for them things right now." I was like, "Are you interested?" And it's like, "No, I'm actually on my way to an Indian dealership to trade it today." I mean, it was really weird. I had 2 Harley Davidson dealerships call me at almost the same time while I was at the bank getting the down payment for the thing. It was really weird. But, Indian's not out there Harley. It's maybe 10, 15, maybe they're getting better a percentage of bikes out there, as a touring bikes. I see more and more all the time Indians. And I was just in downtown Lawrenceburg. It's a small town, and there was a guy with a purple one, and I'd seen a red one there, so I know they're out there. Indian is getting popular, which is good. And I think,
Yeah.
with the Harley Davidson's vision of, selling their bikes to the elite, the people that's got tons of money, it's going to leave everybody else out, it's in that $30,000 to $40,000 range. And they're going to be looking at Indian, which is going to be great,
Yeah.
which is going to help you guys out, RydeCulture,
Yep.
and that kind of stuff. So I know it's tough to, run a business, I had to LLC my stuff, had to do the throttle and iron trademark. This stuff costs tons of money,
Keeps layering up.
Yeah,
and
this keeps
layering up.
layering and layering, and you got to do taxes. You got to do all this kind of stuff. I mean, and it's anybody who thinks that they can just put themselves in your shoes is crazy. It's impossible, right? And you got to do all this other extra stuff, because I know what the place I went to, the Elkhart Indian. The owner actually is doing fireman work. He actually works full time as a fireman and owns a dealership. You telling me you wouldn't just stop doing the fireman? It's hard times right now with these motorcycle dealerships and stuff like that. It was a great dealership, by the way. It's one
His
of the best.
wife was running the
Yeah,
dealership.
his
Thank
wife was
you.
running the dealership. It was one of the best dealerships I've ever been to. And I hope all the Indian dealerships are just like that. I haven't been to that many, but I know I got a friend on Facebook that's been going to every single dealership that is like a 300, 400, 500 mile. And every day he's pitching another picture on Facebook where he's went to another Indian
Visiting
dealership.
different
Yeah.
dealers.
So,
They had a great service department. I know that. It was so busy.
It was so busy. A lot of apparel. And that's another thing. Indian needs to get more apparel. And this is their newest design. I don't know if you guys seen the new one, the collab
No, I
they
haven't
have.
seen the new one yet.
Yeah.
That front's too big.
You don't like the too big? Oh yeah. I know.
No, small front, big back.
Maybe I should
they
go
have-
get my
Anyway,
shirt.
Yeah, go get your shirt
Yeah.
and show him the small, front and the big back.
Well, it's just got the pocket
Yeah, just got the pocket
detail or whatever, but
But Indian is trying to get out there. So with the apparel, which a lot of people complain about, is
they had
the
a
apparel.
lot there. They had the most I've ever seen
Yeah.
at any dealership.
Yeah, they had a lot. But and you
Here
get
we
in
go.
the,
Here we go. Here we go with this.
Yeah.
The war at Indian is not between Indian and Harley.
Yeah.
It's the war between the four you guys on Power Pluses and me on a Thunderstroke. You're never going to convince me to go to a Power Plus, gentlemen. I love my Thunderstroke.
Dude,
Well, that's good
I'm
for
a
you.
huge Thunderstroke fan
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah. I had a Thunderstroke. I had a 116 on my Chief. I mean, I love the motorcycle. It's just too damn hot to me.
Yep, liquid cooled.
That's what a cat delete's for.
Once you go liquid cooled, you don't go back. Right? That's what they say?
Jeez.
Yeah.
I rode liquid cooled bikes for 20 years. I couldn't wait to get my first Thunderstroke. I was happy.
Well, I've had 3 Thunderstrokes, 111, a couple of 116s, and now the 112 Power Plus. So really like the liquid cooled bike. You still get heat off of it, no question about it. It's just a little different kind of heat.
Yeah. So what's the collab there, Connie? What's that?
Oh, they were talking about how the proceeds go to the Indian reservation, doesn't it?
Yeah, Native American, entrepreneurs. I can't, like I said. Yeah, you can read that. Go ahead, enjoy.
You have plenty of comments, Chris. You might want to.
You know what? Let me go back to these comments.
Oh, yeah, Brian said it too. So that's cool, Brian. Thank you.
We have some questions on some apparel for GatorMike, some stuff like that. So we don't want to skip over that here in the last minutes.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. So he went in there. What's he saying? Because I got
The
my glasses
proceeds from that design goes to support Native Americans. Great collaboration.
Yeah.
Actually designed by a Native American artist, and his name is Jeremy Arviso. I'm going to butcher that. I'm sorry. But he is the trailblazer spirit of the Indian motorcycle, it says here. So that's pretty cool. That's very cool.
Very cool.
on. Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, Salty Badger. Haven't seen you for a while. All right. There's Brian Moore right there.
Hey, Brian. Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of people want to know if Gator had any merch, like shirts or. I think if you scroll up through there.
All right. Yes. Let me. I had missed some. I probably did. Oh, there we go. Any swag apparel for GatorMike. I rep my
Okay.
RydeCulture. Needs some GatorMike stuff.
And BC,
BC Customs,
Customs
too.
gear to purchase.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
don't forget about
We-
RydeCulture. They got hats. I know you
Yeah.
got hats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also got a shirt.
we started doing apparel, then looked at it as it was an added cost that I wasn't moving them as fast as I thought I would. But if there's enough orders in, it's no problem. We've got designs. We do have T-shirts, but they're kind of put on the back burner. I was focusing more on the actual the sauce. We're actually developing another seasoning. Not in order with not to be confused with riding fish, but we have a seafood seasoning coming out called Son of a Fish. So, but I've been focusing a lot of my time on development of that. It's kind of like I take a product and make it better. It's a lot of people are familiar with like Old Bay seasoning.
Sure.
But
Absolutely.
we're in the works of making an Old Bay, like I said, a Bentley version of the Old Bay, where it'll have dehydrated butter, it'll have dehydrated actual concentrate lemon juice, a lot of pepper, a lot of different spice that goes into it. That would go more towards your like a blacken and season, or for your seafood boils and stuff like that. I've been focusing a lot on that product, trying to get it out. But going back to R&D and everything, you have to even with sauces, you have to beta test it. You have to see if there's, you have to send it out, make sure that the market's right, make sure that you have positive feedback from people who are trying it. Like I said earlier, everybody thinks everything tastes good for free, but when you put a price tag on it, then then they start clutching their pearls a little bit. So
Yeah.
you want to make sure, because each product that I take, I mean, you're looking at thousands of dollars to get something into production. So we're completely bootstrapped. We're a grassroots. We don't everything that I make, it goes right back into the company to further products. And I'm not against having merch again. It's just the cost for me to have it all produced at once. It cuts into my R&D, but we will definitely, if that's a need that people want, definitely, I'll definitely get them reprinted. I have a screen printer that has my file. All he needs me to do is just place an order.
Well, I have a lot of experience with print on demand kind of stuff. I mean, you could go that route too. I mean, it is a little bit more. You got that, that tax, convenience tax. But I mean, on Printify and Printful, I mean, they're both sister companies and stuff like that. I mean, that's where I got my apparel on. I can always,
ours at first. Remember that?
Yeah, we started printing them, and man, it's too time consuming. I mean, I got a freaking heat press over there. I got a printer over there. I got all kind of stuff. And it's just so demanding, and even if you don't use a printer, the ink just starts going and going, and it's crazy.
We even have something to make mugs.
Yeah, and
We
H
have
cartridge
heat presses for mugs.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I mean, but I do Printify, and I can show you how to hook that up into your website and that kind of stuff. And also they have their own little website. So, just,
we were using a company that did print on demand, but the profit on it, they were hyperinflated. And then I had problems with quality issues. I would have people that would get shirts that I was using them, and the shirt that they got was just it was
thin.
I don't want to say trash, but it wasn't up to my standards. But I found a local, and I am real big on supporting small businesses.
Right.
I believe small support small, and we grow together. So I have a local printer that he'll put them out at a reasonable price, to where we both will see a little bit of profit, but it's not astronomical. But that's kind of what shied me away from the print on demand. Like, I was using this one company, and man, it was just for the price I was paying per unit, it was just, I mean, it was garbage.
Yeah. I mean, I had to go through. I know we're talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, welcome to the podcast. With each order, add some stickers to people to share or tag. That's from Tim. So
You get decals. You get decals.
Everybody loves those stickers.
Yeah.
Everybody gets stickers.
Hey,
I have
Flip.
a garage full of them. So, hey, Mike, Bob Cole's asking, what part are you going to name after him? This should be good.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Oh,
yeah, I'll definitely have to think about that because
yeah.
my goal is to name a part after dang near everybody in the group.
We got the Papa G coming out.
Yeah.
well, I guess that's going to be a secret until you guys come.
Yeah, we'll leave that one on the back burner until it actually shows up.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, Chris.
What? You're leaving? Okay. Have a good night. See ya. We're having some fun here. But anyway, yeah. I understand I'll get back to that print on demand. I look at it is just getting the word of mouth out. You know, I put the margins down to pretty much nothing because I really don't want. They're making it. So I try to lower the shirt down as much as I possibly can. I did get samples and try to see what they, because in the first shirt, you thought, wow, this is going to be a good one. It's the most popular. It says, oh yeah, everybody gets it. I mean, you can see through it. It's like fucking piece of shit. It literally is. So I had to go get different kind of shirts to see which one it is, and then I had to, just get that freaking margin down where I'm basically making $1 a shirt, and basically, and just to get the word of mouth. If somebody's wearing your shirt, people are going to say, hey, "Where'd you get that nice, cool shirt at?" And be like, "This is GatorMike's, and he makes a hot sauce. It's fucking great. I'm not hot sauce, but barbecue sauce is freaking great." And then I'm cussing now. Oh, that's bad. But anyway, it wasn't the first 3 minutes, so that's a good thing.
No, I'm the first 3 minutes usually.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Let me see if I missed anything else here. Mike, you could design a phone holder name after Bob. There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Bob Lawson's phone on the ride.
That is awesome idea. That is awesome.
I should. How would you guys feel about like a collab shirt? Because the RydeCulture folks have been asking us for merch as well. Mm-hmm. So maybe I should just, since everybody's on the RydeCulture page anyways, I should just do a collab shirt of everybody. Because
just do the big all the people on the back. That's cool.
Because like we have this one which it's on this shoulder. Like, everybody wants this hoodie that has everybody on it. So
yeah.
And we only made it for the Donnie Smith event, but it seems to be like everybody wants it. So I should
that'd be cool.
I'll make some shirts and stuff with GatorMike's on it, BC Customs, TNA, Lloyd's, like everybody pretty much. You okay, Max?
Yeah.
He's about to,
I put myself on mute.
He's past his bedtime. It's he's like that pumpkin, it's like Cinderella kind of thing. Oh my God, the pumpkin. Oh,
Maxarella.
That's his new nickname, Maxarella.
Don't even go there. It's
sorry, Max.
Let me change that name. It's
hell being old, and you guys are all going to find out someday. Tell him, Mike. Tell him, Gator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm young, man. I'm only 46. I just look old. I got teenage. I got adult children.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm 67. I'm calling all y'all out. So there you go.
I'll tell you what. We get more people on the podcast around the 9:00 hour. I think we should just put it at 9:00 because, man, look at we got 18 people on there. Only got 14 likes. What's going on there? Make sure you guys subscribe. I haven't got one subscriber, on this podcast. We usually get at least one or two.
That box is going to have dust in it.
I know. Come on. It's going to take 2026 to get this thing going.
Y'all wait much longer. That sauce won't be in that box.
You guys are all my ambassadors now.
It'll be gone. I will eat it.
Yeah, Chris, if it takes too much longer, you're just going to have to put Max's shirt in there too. The one from Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Thank you.
Now there's 19 people on here. So welcome to the podcast, folks. Like and subscribe. We do have mostly Indian motorcycle representative here, but we are friends of Harley. We have Harley riders on here like Chris. Sick White Guide was on here. He was from Blockhead and that kind of stuff. We got some great guests coming up in the fall. We're also going to have some great guests coming up in a couple of weeks. We got Bearded Bobber, and then the one I'm going to pay for some advertisement for is on the be. I think it's July 27th, if I'm not mistaken.
26 maybe.
Yeah, let me see what. Make sure it's a Sunday.
Okay.
It is July 27th, and that one we're going to talk about the Tennessee. Jack Daniels,
Okay.
and we're going to give out so much information you guys want to be on here if you're going there. Now they do have it open this year. They closed it. The registrations are still up. So if you haven't registered yet, there's a bunch of hotels still down there. Register, get your tickets. It is an Indian motorcycle owner event. They have a bunch of rides all week long. The IMRG down there is fabulous. They'll take care of you guys. They got rides everywhere. So and then we have the owners event, and they have they do all kinds of stuff there. Your tickets also have, I think, some meals on there, some rides and that kind of stuff. I think the ride's on Friday, or it might be on Saturday, I can't remember. But all that information is going to be on July 27th. It's going to be a great event. Everybody that went there last year said it was freaking fabulous. They only had, I think it was like, they capped it around 200 motorcyclists, Indian riders. This year, I think so far it's like 340, 350, and they're still, I think they're going to maybe cap it maybe around 500, 600, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be a great event. That you guys get a chance. You need to come down there. It's only not too far, and that's where if you sell a lot of Indian stuff, they're going to have a lot of Indian motorcycle owners there, which is going to be a bigger event than it's never. I mean. Like I said, it's an excellent event, like Bob Moore says, and I will have these guys on here on the 27th of July. There's going to be a bunch of information, so make sure you tune in on that one. And I'm going to be filming a bunch of it. We're actually going to have a podcast, and I think I might have the actual owner on here of the Indian dealership on the 27th too. I think they're working on that, but I'm also going to have a podcast down there at the dealership on Thursday night. We haven't announced that yet, but I am doing that right now, which is going to be cool. And we're going to have a bunch of guests. Maybe Riding Fish will be there. I know Finesse the Challenger will be there, and maybe a couple other Indian influencers or ambassadors, I guess you can say, will be there. Hopefully they'll be guests on the podcast at the same time. So that's going to be great. It's going to be great. Too bad Max is not going to be going down there, so he won't ride on the back of the motorcycle. But
see, here we go.
I got to do it on every podcast.
No, you don't. Because here's what's going to happen. When you finally get here, you're going to ride on the back of my right foot. There you go. Your ass, my right foot. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Oh, shoot, that's great.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Any closing things, or you want to keep going, or you let me know, guys.
Yep. I'm just now waking up, so.
Oh no. Yeah.
Jeez.
But it's a great podcast. Like I said, it's
Absolutely.
on. Yeah, it's going to be on there for the life of us. It's going to be actually surpassing us. We'll probably be dead, and it'll still be on YouTube. So that's pretty good.
It'll be in the cloud.
It'll be in the cloud. Yep. All right. So,
Nice.
RydeCulture.com. GatorMike is on Facebook. I put
And Instagram.
the Instagram right there, and I put Facebook the URL there. There's a bunch of numbers, but if you just want to use your phone, use your camera, there's some QR codes there. It'll take you straight there. Go to throttleandiron.com. I actually have a social website there where you can sign up and talk and that kind of stuff and do chats. We got Discord coming pretty soon, and there's also apparel on that website too. So, you guys got any final words before we go?
Oh man, just had a blast, man. It was cool.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, hopefully
it's
you
been
guys
a good
come on
time.
again.
Yeah.
And we support each other. Become friends and that kind of stuff. Anyway, guys, let me get the right
Definitely
music
enjoy
here.
the conversation.
Yeah, just stay on after this. The screen will go
Sure.
black, but it'll come back. Anyway, you guys all have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks everybody for
Yep.
watching.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Namaste. Peace.
Oh my gosh. We got to have a little couple bloopers here at the very end. What are you guys going to talk about? All right, what we got? We got one last thing. Thanks. Great show. Ride safe. Exactly. Everybody ride safe. Always.
We did have one comment ask if the sauce is good on everything. Is it even good in the bedroom?
Of
Oh,
course.
please. Good God.
And
We're family friendly, remember? Family friendly.
Damn it, Les.